Hey, aloha folks, welcome to the Klipper Golf Course with the coach.
Thank you, Kevin.
So last time we were talking story, we were on the beach. We're back at the beach, different kind of beach. Anyway, we promised we were going to talk about the Ryder Cup. And I know this, it's already happened. It's in the past. And unfortunately, Cup didn't come home this time, but it was a heck of a competition. Coach, what you think, huh?
Well, interesting enough, we do this today. I just had a student an hour ago that came back from there.
Oh, really?
He was there.
Live?
Live.
Nice.
First class, tickets, the whole bit. It was VIP all the way for him. And yet, he couldn't get that close to the competition. It was 8 people deep. It was that busy. It was 50,000 people there. And that golf course is huge, but still to put that many people on a small, golf course, 4 miles of golf course isn't enough. But he was, and I saw the first day, and I thought to myself, there's no way. We're coming back from this, and the second day as well. And then that last day was phenomenal. I was glued to the television because you could see the momentum coming from America. I'm not sure why it happened. We're not normally that good of underdogs per se.
It didn't start off right away either.
No. And in the middle of it all, it just kind of looked like we had a chance. And unfortunately, it came down to one putt on the 18th hole that could have kept it going or not. And I know that this young man is a great putter. He's won the Sony Open. He was known for his putting. But at that point, we talk about it when we're teaching, you got to get it to the hole.
Yeah.
Speed is the number one thing in putting, and came up short on that. But yeah, it was great television, great golf. From people that don't know golf that I know outside of the Klipper itself, they asked me about, was that normal?
Yeah.
At a golf course?
Yeah.
And I said, what? And they said, well, the etiquette. You mean the crowds? The etiquette amongst the players, there was a few situations where, we saw someone walking off a putt where it wasn't his turn, and that's the emotional stuff in match play. You get a little bit more intense.
A little bit of gamesmanship too. I'm sure they're well aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think match play brings out a different beast in us.
And you're talking about some of the most highly competitive athletes on full blast.
Mental and physical.
On full blast, right? So full tilt. To think you're going to get out there without a little ruffled feathers is just not realistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, for as a viewer, as a spectator, fantastic. The disappointment of losing, I know well. Golf is the least winning sport of them all, professional sports, and so I think we're okay with that. But the comeback, the momentum, the thrill of it all down to the last minute. Yeah, I think you agree that it was a good one.
Agree. It was a great one.
Win, lose or draw.
Funny thing is, I was so pumped up for this Ryder Cup because when you just know how strong Europe is. You just know that to begin with. But then you know how they do the build up. It's kind of like how they do the draft and everything like that, right? Nowadays, so they had the whole selection thing, and I'm up first thing in the morning on my phone, right? And listening to USA first do theirs, and then Europe after that. But then they go through that. It's thrilling. You hear who the selections are. You get Team US. Putting together their great team, and then with the captain's picks afterwards. That's so fun, right? So you have the ones that play their way into it, and then you have the ones the captains pick.
Right.
And then with Europe, what's interesting is they go with almost the exact same team. The only person that switched out was a brother for a brother, right?
Exactly.
and it wasn't even from another mother.
But, now you're joking around.
but anyways, that was so cool, right? And then I remember looking at the two teams, and I'm going, uh-oh, this is gonna be a tough battle. And so we're talking in the shop, and I'm, guys, what's gonna happen here, And of course, we're all patriotic, so they're USA. I said, I don't know, guys. this is gonna be a tough one, you know. And I was even watching the other day. I was just a couple of days ago, or maybe it was yesterday. I was watching Grant Horvat and the Bryan brothers. They were playing. They do that major cut challenge on YouTube.
Right.
It's so much fun, and they're playing Olympic Club. Well, they had filmed it before the Ryder Cup, so they're going with each other. Who's going to win? And of course, Horvat and George, they're real USA, and then Wesley Bryan, right? Who's the tour player amongst them? He says, I can't bet against John Rahm. He said, what are you? You're not patriotic. No, I love my country. He said, but this is a competition. And I know what's going on out there. And it's hard for me to bet against John Rahm, you know? But of course, John Rahm, he says that he singles out John Rahm because that's his partner in all of these challenges they have. But hey, you know, when I was looking at that, I was going like, okay, I see the path to victory for US, but at the same time I said, boy, that's a tough path, right?
And it proved to be.
Oh my goodness. But when it started out, so first day it starts out and like, oh my gosh, right? They get down. And then so I'm thinking, wow, they're way down, right? So second day coming up, I'm going, okay, they need to rally back, right? Wow. Dig the hole deeper, right?
Right.
To where it's almost there's almost no chance, right? And
There's
I think
a 2% chance
okay,
victory for the US at that point.
And
AI said.
okay, there you go. And who knows more than AI? God.
2%.
But anyway, didn't they say, I heard the commentary, they said that no team has ever come back from that, right? From that that margin.
Exactly.
And so immediately when they say that, what do you think pops into my head? What do you think pops into my head as soon as they say no team has come back from that amount?
Let's make history.
Something like that. I think about flashback to Ben Crenshaw. Remember Ben Crenshaw?
Yes.
He said he's a man of faith, and he said, I got a feeling about this. And then they went on and won, right? So immediately I flash back to that. I say, oh my goodness, can it be, right? So I wake up early in the morning on Sunday, right? And I'm seeing the scores, the scoreboard. And I'm saying, oh, I see like about, you know, some red, some blue, whatever, right? It's not all in US favor. And then there's a lot of white. And I'm like, oh boy, not looking good. But I got to go to church, right? So I go to church. So church is from like 9 till 10:30-ish, right? So go to church, straight home, put it back on. Oh my goodness, right?
You thought you helped that.
Oh yeah, for sure, because I was praying, right? Oh, please, God.
You stayed there a little longer.
I was the 13th man, baby. But just goes to show, prayer works. But anyway, yeah, come home. Oh my goodness. So thrilling.
Yes.
And so, yeah, so I got to enjoy the thrill for a little while, and then finally we succumb. But what a great Ryder Cup. And so what do you think? What do you think, Coach? Why? I have my opinion. Why do they go down the first 2 days, and the second day, or the third day, they come back and almost pull it off? What? I mean, what is so different about the 3 days?
I've been watching these for years. I think the Europeans are more, they're more family. They're more connected. They're team players.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans that were picked are individual players, even for the best player in the world.
Well,
Scottie Scheffler, he's a solo.
No, I'm going to interject something here, and I'm with you, but I have a slightly different take on it. I agree. I think that Europe, people from that part of the world, they are very team orientated, you know? And you know, every great athlete, every great performer has pride, has ego. But for some reason, they are able in that team environment
to share it.
Yeah. Whereas we as a culture, I'm not going to point fingers at the great players that play on the Ryder Cup team. I'm just going to talk about all of us. You know, America, greatest country in the world. but no country is perfect. We have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. And I don't even know if this is a weakness, but I do know that one thing, we are very independent. We're individuals. Right. US players, US citizens, we are more individuals. We don't combine as well as they do.
Exactly, and it showed there.
Mm-hmm.
We tried at the end. That was I think the key to the last day was that they felt they needed to.
Right.
Scheffler being, you know, one that has his own secrets, his own swing, his own way.
Yeah.
Shared maybe some of his ways with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least gave in to, like, this is for the team, this isn't just for me.
Yeah.
And he had to switch his gears as well. But yeah, I wouldn't pick on anyone in particular, but I did see a great effort, huge effort to get it, to win it, and they fell one putt short.
Yeah, almost it. But you know what I think they should do? Okay, if anyone's listening on this, listening. I know no one is, but you never know. There might be that like 0.000000001% chance that someone's listening.
That's all you need.
We need to get, not only do we need a great captain, which we had a great captain in Keegan Bradley, phenomenal captain, and his team of assistant captains assistant captains, yes, were incredible people. What a group, right? And this group of Ryder Cuppers, boy, that Ryder Cup team, US Ryder Cup team, excellent team. But I think, my humble opinion, I would love to see them seek the council and bring in someone that is like, like a team coach. You know, like it's almost like a psychologist or something. You know, like almost like a counselor. Doesn't even counsel athletes. Maybe counsels teams, like, you know, NFL teams, NBA teams, right? And work with them on that, particularly when they're teaming up, right? When they're playing four-ball or foursomes, right? And teach them how to get in the mindset, because it's a mindset, and they can learn it.
Turns into a soccer team.
Yeah, turn it into a soccer team.
Yep.
And yeah, AYSO, baby. And then we'll bring home the trophy. We bring home the trophy. Everybody gets a trophy in AYSO.
They're going to hear that.
They're hearing. You're listening to Mr. Nobody. Bring in the counselor and get us there. USA. USA. All right. Thank you, Coach. Aloha, folks. Aloha. That's our take on the Ryder Cup. We'll see you at the Klipper.